Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Elisa Marie Designs. I am Elisa Marie. Welcome if you are new. We are happy to have you here. And welcome if you are back. I wanted to do a little intro to this speed lapse diamond painting that I did. So as you know, if you are part of Summer with the Masters is ending July the 31st, which is tomorrow. So looking yesterday at wanting to do some diamond painting, I was like, well, I did my Saturday update on this piece. The border is complete. It's just the center panel that needs to be diamond painted. Do I want to put it away, or do I want to work on this a little bit more? I decided yesterday, being that these parts of her gown are mostly, I'll zoom you in here, a lot of color blocking. I took a nice chunk yesterday of this painting, probably maybe 20 centimeters in length instead of 10, and went straight across. So it would be, I think there's like maybe 3 panels that it would be. 3 10 by 10 squares. I turned them into 3, maybe 15 by 10 squares across. It took me 3 hours to complete that one chunk of diamond painting that I did. Even though it was mostly color blocking, it still took me about 3 hours to complete. So I thought I would put that on a speed lapse and let you see that. And I thought that I would do the same thing today and tomorrow until Summer with the Masters ends, and then tomorrow being the 31st, and I do a live on Wednesdays. I think I will do my recap August the 1st of my time with this beautiful Mucha painting, and just put that last day on there. Now, I think I'm going to complete this canvas? I don't know. I don't think so. I think there's still a lot more. I'm hiding the bottom because I started from the bottom up to meet this middle part that I chunk out of this to diamond paint when I was doing Self-Care Sunday. I wanted this center piece of the panel to diamond paint because of the topic that we were discussing, and it was listening to Beyond the Veil, listening to your beloveds who have crossed over. And I just thought that this was a perfect piece of the portrait of the canvas to do, where it would be very, I just loved it. I just thought it fit the topic. And so I started in the middle, and I do that sometimes because ever since my first Summer with the Masters, when I did Van Gogh's irises and didn't realize that there was one white iris, I was like, oh, that's the last block that you get to do in this painting. And I had such anxiety because I wanted to get it done, that after that moment, I was like, I've never been, I do follow the rules, but some rules are made to be broken. And so from that experience, when there's a juicy part of the canvas that I don't look at it as something to work towards. I look at it as something to enjoy. I'm all about being in the moment and being present. And like, if that's there, I do eat dessert first too. You should know that. And I want to enjoy that part of the canvas. When I did the Winter Fox, I did the center part I did the girl first and the foxes, and all the rest was just, cherries on the sundae. It was still beautiful, but I loved looking at her complete instead of working towards her. So I just went right down the middle of the canvas. So sometimes my canvases look like this. That's my process, which is going to lead me to my next video. I don't want to crunch everything in today, especially when we have a live tomorrow. There's a lot coming up this week. I have unboxings coming up this week. I have new announcements coming up this week. But I really just wanted to show you what I did yesterday, what I will continue to do today and tomorrow, plus the live. And I will see you for all of them. And one more thing. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. It helps this channel so much to have you on as a subscriber, and it helps me put more into my diamond painting, more into this channel. I have a voice here, but I want to hear from you too. I want to hear your voice. I want to build a community here where some of you have gotten to know each other, and it's so nice to see you all chit chat amongst yourself in the comments. But please, please, let your voice be heard. I have so many wonderful things coming up, and it's going to take your voices. I'm going to need you for this channel. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you, as always, in the next one, creating the world that you want to live in. Bye. Hello again. I am so happy that I wanted to continue with this diamond painting before I put it away. It would have been real easy to just say, well, Saturday was the last, official update for me, but I felt like I didn't close it out properly. And especially like when I hang this painting up, which I do, I have a foyer door in between my front door and my living room, and it has, you've probably seen it, I've always given up close looks at this canvas. So when it was hanging on my door, I have these hooks that are like for hats and keys as you come in the door, or handbags. I took everything off of there, and I just bought these giant clips from the dollar store, and I would clip it and hang it up. And it was so pretty, having the door open and be able to look at it. I would get all kinds of creative ideas for what I want to do with this panel. I haven't shared any of them yet. I have a few ideas. I don't know which way I'm going to go, or I might just take one of the ideas that I'm having and save it for the winter panels. So this week I have coming up an unboxing of Winter by Mucha from Diamond Art Club. And when this box got delivered, I believe it was Saturday afternoon, I could have barely brought it into the house myself. It was so heavy. I am so curious to do this unboxing, which I will be doing this week. And I have another kit from Diamond Art Club that I will also be unboxing. So a little bit about what's coming up with Elisa Marie Designs. Tomorrow is Whip Wednesday, and it seems like I've fallen into a routine of going live on Whip Wednesday, which I'm really enjoying. I love being able to talk to you who I saw when you subscribed. I always go over to the channel to see if you have a channel, and subscribe back so that we can share tips and tricks on diamond painting, or see what it is that you are diamond painting, and support your channel. I stated in the ending of my opening that if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel. I have so many wonderful ideas coming up that really need the support of the community, for not just the channel, that's part of it, of course, but also for your voice. I would love, and I think that's why I've fallen in love with having a live whip and chat on Wednesdays, is that I get to talk to you. I get to talk to you in real time, not when I am able to get to comments. And I really enjoy that interaction. Instead of feeling like I'm talking at you, I'm talking with you. And I'm going to be putting a call out for creators. That's something else that is coming up on my calendar, that I am looking to quiz you a little bit, question you a little bit on where you create, how you create, what is your process, what do you do? I have been amiss myself, and maybe I've been saving this for when I do this filming of calling out to creators and getting your input on how you create. You'll see me get a new diamond painting, you'll see me unbox it, you'll see me kit it up. But the process that I have for myself in setting up, not just my desk or my area, but mentally setting up for a diamond painting, I have not shared with you guys. And I follow a lot of diamond painters, but there are those that when I get a minute where I'm like, I want to see what so-and-so is doing. Where do I go? Who do I look at? And I will tell you, like off the top of my head, I'm getting Anthony from Single and Placing, because he inspires me. When Anthony does an unboxing, he'll take the canvas out and he'll immediately look at it, and he'll immediately think, well, I could get my enhancements out and I can do X, Y, and Z. And I love that because I think what is so interesting about diamond painting is the work is done for you, right? You choose the artwork. It's already charted for you. The colors have been picked out and you get to paint this canvas. And the drills have been, predetermined for you what the color, what the palette is going to be. But when Anthony opens up a canvas, his eye immediately goes to, where can I enhance this canvas? And so that's what I learned from his process. And he gave me the inspiration and the courage to take, which one was it? Lady in Gold from the Diamond Painting Shop. And I looked at it and there was something that he said, look at where your eye goes to, where is it drawn to? And I opened that up and my eye immediately went to this circle that was kind of in the middle of the canvas, and I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it was a bouquet, but I looked at the color and it was a topaz color, and there was topaz in the background also. This color was throughout the canvas, and I thought, well, I think I want to enhance that. Let me see what my options are. And I didn't want an aurora borealis. I wanted something that I wanted something that actually looked like gold foiling. And so I settled on a glimmer topaz drill, and I switched them out. And I'm so happy that I did, because I love that canvas. It has my personal touch to it. I hope it inspired you. I know it inspired a few of you to go out and get that smaller canvas by the Diamond Painting Shop, and also the Kiss, which was already enhanced with these 3D flowers that were lovely. So I watch Anthony because I'm always inspired by his vision. Another person that I love their process is Canadian Diamond Dot Witch. And so I went and joined her live after she was in my live, and I just love what she's created there. She's created a community of diamond painters. You can tell that they're all really close, and you can tell that they're in multiple communities also together. And she has this great music in the background, and it reminded me of when I was in yoga teacher training, and one of the yoga teachers that I got close to in training was someone that decided that when she was going to teach her classes that she was going to do it to rock music. And, that's like a little bit like, what, wait a minute, what, and she was like, hey, that's just my thing. And that's just my style. And I'm like, you know what? It's you. You should be you. Don't try and be someone else. Be you. And she had fabulous classes. She had people that were just like, it didn't matter what she was teaching, whether it was a vinyasa class or a yin class, that was her thing. And that's what I love about the creative process. And I love being inspired by other diamond painters. And so I'm putting a call out for, and this is something I've been talking about for about a year, not only where you diamond paint or when you diamond paint, what has drawn you to the canvas. I think that says so much about a person when you look at the canvas that they are creating. It'll tell you so much about where your views are and what you value in the art that you are drawn to. Now, my husband has been trying to give me a book to read. I've read it in bits and pieces. I think I'll let him introduce it when because he's a creator too. And this isn't just a creator for diamond painters. If you're watching this channel, if you're interested in any way, if you're a beginner, if you're an expert, no matter what it is that you're creating, if it's diamond painting, if it's painting, if it's clay work, if it's crochet, whatever it is, I want you to feel free to come on board and talk about your process. But I watch people that inspire me. Yes, it's fun to watch an unboxing, and it's fun to watch a small shop haul, but I really lean towards people that inspire me with their diamond painting. Lisette is another one. I try to get to Lisette on a Sunday because I think that's when she uploads her updates. Like, you'll see her do an unboxing, but then you'll see the painting when it's halfway done, and then you'll see the painting when it's all the way done, which I love that. I love it. And she inspired me when she, just tore through her stash of diamond paintings that she had. And out of that, she birthed an entire a program for her viewers on, keeping yourself accountable to what it is that you purchase and how much you are spending, and really holding her hand to the fire and saying, hey, you know what? This is my limit. And when I get done one, then I can go out and buy another. So it's just that snowball that just one creative idea after another. And I think that we can absolutely, inspire each other, to be little snowballs, going down the mountain and creating these big boulders of ideas. I missed Self-Care Sunday on Sunday because I joined John in a lecture that he was a part of. And even though I was diamond painting in the background and I was getting myself prepared for Self-Care Sunday, we were wiped out. I was mentally wiped out about the topic, and I'll let him discuss that. But he loved being a part of Self-Care Sunday so much, and the book, that he said, can we do that again together? I love doing things with you, but I really love this Self-Care Sunday that you're doing. Can I do that again with you? And I'm like, well, there's one more chapter, and I really think that it would be appropriate that you do the closing with me and that you're there. And again, if you didn't read it in my comments, or in my last upload that I did, I wanted to thank the community for being so kind to my husband. And it's not easy when you to accept someone else coming onto the channel when you're tuning in for another person. I've had that experience where sometimes the energy just doesn't click, but I think that we click very well. I think that we have a lot of things that we do together and a lot of things that we want to do together. And the whole tagline of my channel, Creating the World That You Want to Live In, was a gift that my husband gave to me from a book that he read. And I was discussing with him, like, this is the last chapter on Sunday, but I'm wanting to pick my next book. And in thinking about it and how well we did together, I was like, would you read the book that inspired the tagline for my channel? And it was a book that he read to me. In fact, I think he talked about it in the Self-Care Sunday that we did, of missing persons. And I think anyone that is a creator, and we're all creators, anyone that's a creator, we're all creators, that's our gift, to create, would enjoy this short story read by my husband on envisioning the world that you want and knowing that you have to create it. And it was something that he read to me when we were dating, and it has been a thread, it's been a suture throughout our relationship. And every time something happens for us as creators, like today, he is going to be teaching some guitar lessons that kind of just fell into his lap. One of his customers had said, hey, I heard that, you're a musician, you play the guitar, and I really wanted to, I have some time now. I really wanted to learn how to play guitar. Would you teach me? And, that's what he's going to be doing after work today. And he's so pumped that, he gets to do something that he enjoys. And this is the first time I think that he'll be teaching someone else. And it's just snowballing into, things that, I don't think that we're worried about what we're going to do with our retirement, because John always jokes about, we live our life in dog years. By the time 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning rolls around, John and I have done what most people do in a day. we're up and we're like, our feet hit the floor and we're off and running. My days have been a little bit crazy mentally, with what I want to prepare myself for this channel. And I just really try to be present and not spring too much forward and overwhelm myself, which is another topic that we'll be discussing, like how you deal with overwhelm and not turning it into burnout. I did an earlier video when I was first on YouTube. I signed up for YouTube in 2011. I didn't start YouTubing until last year. So, and I was getting burned out. I think when you start your YouTube channel, you're like, your mind is all about, I gotta have an upload every day, I gotta have an upload. And, but I think that what you do is sometimes maybe you exhaust your audience. Some people may really enjoy it, but I think I think that since I've pulled back and really think about and take my time with my content, because I can become overwhelmed, that I'm able to give better content and more well thought out content, because I'm more relaxed. It's not about hitting numbers or I mean, I don't compete with other diamond painters. I love that everybody, I respect individuality and I expect individual ideas. And so I'm not competing with anyone. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for what is coming up. On my calendar, I know sometimes I talk about things that, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, and then maybe you don't hear about it, but let me tell you that in the background it's happening. So and again, I don't want to overwhelm the channel with too much. I don't want to be like a mass producer. I don't want to feel like a machine. I want to enjoy this process also. So the next thing that I'm going to do after this is a little bit more diamond painting on this. I'm going to get ready for Wednesday's live whip and chat, and I might film an unboxing from Diamond Art Club. I don't think it's going to be the Mucha. I think it's going to be the smaller mini kits that I bought that I'm looking to take with me as John and I hit the road in April. We're going to be driving to Florida, and we're going to be spending like 3 weeks out there. So I'm taking you guys along with me, so buckle up. It's not going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a very enjoyable one. I love these ABs that are going in. They're gray and they're gorgeous. I don't think I've ever used them before. And I'm going to have to give you guys a look at what this looks like. I'm going to hang this up, and I'm going to give you guys a look at what I completed, and then I'm going to just keep on going until Summer with the Masters is over. And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I'm so respectful of your time and of my own time, but mostly of your time. That you carve a little time out to spend with me is such a gift, and I want you to know how much I appreciate you spending that time with me and commenting and letting me get to know you also. So here we are. Oh, that green in that left corner. Oh, I just love it.